Hey guys, this is Dominic Lipinski, MLM lead generation expert, and today I will show you the exact blueprint on how to go from 0 followers on Google Plus to about 2 to 3,000 followers in less than 30 days, working only about an hour a day.
So when I fly, you fly, we fly together. And when I shine, you shine, we shine forever.
Alright, so let's jump in quickly. Obviously, you see my profile over here. My name is Dominic Lipinski, and I'm at about almost 6,000 followers on Google Plus in less than really 50 days. And I'll show you in just a second. But what I want to give you is some value, up front. And some of you might be new to Google Plus, network marketing, entrepreneurship, and some of you might be a little seasoned. Well, I received this advice actually from my very first business mentor about 2 years ago, a gentleman that made $4 million in 11 years of his network marketing career, and he purely did it offline, but it was very, very life-changing for me because it shifted and altered the rest of my entrepreneurship career until today. And the advice is, anytime you buy somebody else's opinion, you also have to buy their lifestyle. And what does that mean? Well, a lot of people out there taking advice, financial advice, from a broke person. And what can you expect when you take an advice from somebody that doesn't have success in a certain area, but they tend to talk about it? Well, you can only expect to get what they have. So what I would tell you is don't take an advice from me if you believe that I don't have the blueprint for Google+. But let me show you some of the results I was able to produce for my team and some of the people that I recently taught some Google Plus strategies. So I always believe in following the leader. And my leaders are quickly Billy Funk, who actually has been on Google Plus for less than 100 days and was able to build from scratch almost 19,000 followers. And he did it with Scott Bueller, who actually has been on Google Plus for about 9 months, and he's got almost 65,000 followers. So these guys are my personal friends. I've been working with Billy for over 2 years, and they have actually created a product. I won't talk to you about the product right now, but I will show you some of the results that I was able to produce personally as well as for my students. So let's first go to my students. My very first student was a lady named Renata. In about a week, she was actually able to get on and produce about 700 followers. She's been on Google Plus for about a month or so, about 30 some days, definitely less than 45. And she is at 2,100 followers. She's a friend of mine, asked me, about some Google Plus strategies, and, I learned them from Billy and Scott, and I was able to help her out. She didn't even have a Gmail account. She got on Google Plus. I showed her what to do, and now she's sitting at 2,100 followers. Definitely getting some engagement on her posts, and we'll talk about that in just a few seconds. Another person from a training that I did for an organization, Matt Williams. Shout out to Matt. So I started using Google Plus about a week ago. Now I'm sitting at 800 followers, 804 to be exact. It's 806 over here. And he did it in about a week. And, this is just in less than an hour a day, really. And the next person would be Eddie Herrera, who over here is at 3,500 followers. He's been on Google Plus for less than 60 days and is at 3,500 followers right now. He's an engineer. He's a very, very busy network marketer with a team of over 1,000. So he supports them down in Miami. He's in Miami Beach, somewhere where it's warm. I'm in Chicago right now. So shout out to Eddie. He's at 3,500 followers and definitely getting some engagement in his posts. 28 likes over here, 24, 19, and it's all about the engagement. And here is another page of mine that I actually manage, Nasdaq, and I was able to build this to about 2,700 followers. And really, less than a month and about an hour a day. And here's actually one of my most recent successful posts. This was actually yesterday. Today's Sunday, January 12th. This was from Saturday morning, actually, almost at 1 a.m. posted. This post actually received 319 likes and 33 reshares and 42 comments. So this one was actually the most successful post out of this page. And let's go to my page. My page is frequently getting about 25, 30 likes a post if you see it, and I will teach you exactly the basics on how to do that. 67, 98 likes over here, 66, 51. So it's definitely something that I'm very proud of. Only working Google Plus less than 60 days, being on Google Plus less than 60 days, and let me actually show you how that has started for me. So here's a simple account you should get when first you'll get a Google Gmail, and then get a Google Plus account. Go to circleaccount.com, get a free account. It tracks your following from Google Plus. Now, I unfortunately didn't know that from the time that I first had Google Plus. What has actually happened was, my following was growing steadily because of, my work on YouTube and whatnot. People adding me, and I didn't start personally building my Google Plus until November 26th, because this is the day that my rating starts, and I would love to start from fresh, but this is my personal email that I use the most, and this is my personal account, so it is what it is. November 26th, I started learning. Actually, that was the first day I learned the strategies that I will show you, and you see these 1,100 followers over here were actually pre-built for me by Billy Funk. He was including me in circle shares, which I will explain to you. It's one of the fundamentals to building a quick, following, just to get you jump started into Google Plus. So, first off, follow the leader. So I will actually show you one of my personal accounts for YPR leaders. One of it's going to be a training website for my business, and actually I have added one circle share, 440 people, and then out of those people 143 followed me. I only really made one post and one circle share, which I've deleted, but I will show you exactly. This is my page that I am building, and I don't think there's a better way to show you something what works than on my personal page that I will be actually managing. So first things first, what you want to do is you want to follow the leader, and the leaders are Billy Funk, following him, Scott Bueller, also following him, Michael Q. Todd, also following him. Follow Michael Q. Todd, an amazing social media expert. Wrote a book. He's got about a half a million following all over social media platforms. He actually lives in Japan right now. Also follow Logan. She's awesome. Logan Lynn from Philadelphia. She knows what's going on. She's a great marketer. Actually, I'm not following her in this profile. Let's follow her. Using same strategies, almost at 10,000 followers. So let's go back to my page. So here's what you want to do. The very first step is to actually filling out all the information here on your page. Now I won't do that right now because that might take 45 minutes to an hour, but I will show you what you need to do. You need to complete as soon as possible, ideally, your Google authorship. Now Google authorship you can find on Scott Bueller's. He's an expert in this, and this is actually his page. So it gives you an example or what your page should look like, all filled out. And I know that he has a Google authorship thing over here. There we go. Ultimate Guide to Google+. That's basically what it is. So you want to go to Scott's page and follow exactly step by step this ultimate guide to Google+. It will give you everything you need to know in order to jumpstart your Google+ following and finish your Google+ authorship. Now, let's go back to my page and show you, after you complete this, what needs to be done. So here's the first thing that we want to do. We want to engage in circle sharing. You know, at the beginning you only have about a limit to add about 100 to 200 people a day, because you're new to Google Plus and Google Plus needs to test you, and they can't give you, can't open all the gates for you. So you will be able to go to hashtag circle share. You can type in many things, circle of the day, circle share Sunday. I like to type in circle share. And what you want to look for is you want to look for a circle. These are circles. So what are circles? Well, it's basically like in Facebook. On Facebook, you add people, and all of them are in your friends category. Where in Google Plus, you get to actually group people in circles, like you see over here. If I want to add this account, it says following. These are circles. Circles of customers, circles of VIPs, and circles of team members. I can create new circles and pretty much categorize people into different circles. And then you're able to share these circles and allow your followers to add, and pretty much get engaged with other followers of yours that you would like to, share with them. So what we want to do is we want to look for circles that are ideally having quite a lot of engagement. You don't want to go to these circles. These circles are fine because you see at least 48 people have reshared the circle, which is a very good sign that there's some engagement going on, and you will be getting a lot of followers. So if I were you, I would first make sure you're following Altered DNA. I'm already following them. And then share their circle. Awesome. You always want to write something. Awesome circle to add and share with to gain more followers. And then I actually put the stars over here, which is a quick tip. These stars allow you to actually have your first sentence between the stars bold. And then you always want to thanks plus Altered DNA for creating this circle. I'm going to show engagement, because the beautiful thing about world and how we live is that what you give out is what you get back. So if you want to have people value you, is you need to first create value for them, and by sharing their circles, you're creating more value for them because they're getting more followers, and in turn they will include you in the next circle. Now here are usually if you would like to be included, share this circle publicly and privately. Publicly is preferred. And then add plus this page. So I already did. And then leave a comment to this post, pretty much saying that you've reshared this circle. Last but not least, remember to check out the awesome people who are included in this circle. Boom. So I would go in and say, thanks for creating this circle. added and shared with my followers. You can write anything, really. Can't spell today. Followers. It's been a long day. Smiley face. Would love to be included in the next circle. Sure. And here's what you want to remember. Now, I know I said I've added and shared the followers. How you add followers? You add people over here. And then you create a circle. Sunday circle. Let's see if my limit is not, if I'm not over my limit today. Yep, I'm already over my limit. So at the beginning you'll have a limit where you won't be able to add as many people. You'll be able to add one circle, and then Google will stop you at 100 followers. So that's okay. What they care about is not necessarily that you've added these people, but that you've reshared the circle, because there's definitely a contest around the world which Scott Bueller, Billy Funk, and Michael Q. Todd actually have been on Google Plus in the top, had their circles be actually top shared circles in the world, and that's with over 1 billion users actually on Google Plus. They were in the top of the world most shared circles. So it's definitely powerful, definitely learning from the right group of people. So that would be one circle. So I could be expecting to be included in the next circle. And what's going to happen is, let's just say they create the next circle I'm included in, and there's 400 people. I can at least account for, like over here, for minimum of 10% of them resharing it. So automatically I'm getting a minimum of 50 followers plus everybody that plussed it, as well as everybody that might be just coming through and not even engaging but adding those people. See, sometimes I'm able to receive 286, now 300, 340 followers, 800, 277 followers a day. Some of these days, I most likely didn't engage and were not on Google Plus for my hour a day. But there's a reason why, in the last 30 days, I was able to go from 2,300 followers to 5,700 followers. So let's go on. Okay, so that was one circle. This one is awesome. Billy Funk, he just created actually a circle this morning. So plus it. Can't add anymore. Definitely will share it. So I always want to write something. I will just actually reshare it this time. We want to thank him. Thanks for creating this circle. Billy Funk would love to be included on the next one. Boom. Done. So I would go and start off with, do as many as you can. 10, 20, maybe even more. I'll do this one as well. Reshare it publicly. I don't think there's a limit. At least I didn't hear anything that there's a limit from, Billy or Scott or Michael Q. Todd. Thanks for leading this circle. Added and shared. Would love to be in the next one. Boom. Posted. You definitely want to make sure you plus it, and then you comment on it, because through the comments, reshares, your ID will be picked out and thrown into the next circle share. So you want to do that 20 times. So that's step number 1. Step number 1 is to get as many circles and reshare them. And then what that will look like on your profile is very simple. Let's go to my profile. You might have a lot of them, but don't worry, you don't have to be an expert right away. Okay, so here are the circle shares. There's just 3 of them, but reshare as many as you can. And then that's step number 2 after the author. Step number 3 is what's hot. There's this drop down menu over here, and there's something that's called what's hot. And what's important is, actually I saw this earlier, this is pretty funny. What's important is, like I already said before, that whatever you give out is what you get back. So in order for you to get engagement in your post, you need to engage with your people. You need to show love, show that you care, show that you're not just a person that is on social media just to not engage with anybody. So Amusing World, this is a page that it's fine to engage in, but what's hot shows you everything that is really hot in terms of engagement and that gets a lot of popularity on Google Plus in the world at this given moment. This is pretty funny. On that, and Goat Love star. Haha. This is pretty funny. Would not want to be act like this. LOL. Boom. And reshare. And you might want to comment something. This is funny stickers and laughter. So this lady, Raksha Patel, I'm not sure. Nope, that's not necessarily the singer. But here's somebody that you could follow. I'm not sure if I can add them into a circle right now. Let's see, Google might just kick me out. Oh, sometimes you can add manually still after you get blocked. So, you want to add, reshare if you like this. There's light even in the darkest places. Love it. Love it. There's always a light at the end of the tunnel. Boom. Reshare. Love this. Oh, accidental. Love this. I'm not sure what this is. Oh, okay, I get it. So I have to. This is actually a community. Seems like it. So if you want, you can add this community. It seems like this is actually reshared from a community or something that asked me to join a community. You can go through it. I won't. Oh, this is hysterical. Oh my god. Actually, these are just pages. Let me find some individuals that are actually pretty popular. Maybe one day. Stephen Korn. There we go. I already have him in my circles. He's got an awesome post. And here's what I need you to know. Nothing. You should never expect to have a microwave effect. And what do I mean by that? Some people might not engage with you right away, and some people will. Especially the people that have a lot of following. You need to stay persistent, stay consistent, and engage with them in order for them to get interested in you. So, Steven, just because he might have a lot of followers, let's see where he's actually at. Let's close this out. He might not be able to engage with you right away because he's got 47,000 followers, and he gets engagement in all of his posts. But I'll tell you what, as soon as you stay consistent, you stay persistent, people start noticing you. And, they'll be like, okay, well, this guy's not going anywhere. This gal's not going away anywhere. They're serious about Google Plus, and they're serious about, creating value. And as you see, even a person that has, 47,000 followers, he still reshares somebody else's circle because somebody provided value for him. They've included him in the circle, and now he's doing the same thing. He's added and shared, the circle with others. This is actually pretty awesome. So what I would do, this is a very cool picture. Oh, computer's freezing a little bit. Alright. Definitely have a lot of things open right now. Awesome. Picture. Haven't been in India yet, but when I go, I would love to see this place. Boom. And then you wanna, this is a cool thing, hat tip. So it's kind of like a hat tip. You know, thank you for posting, Stephen Crone. Not really sure how to pronounce his name, but you're just, you know, showing him respect. Thanks for posting this picture. Pretty awesome. Love it. Thanks for sharing. Oh, wrong picture now. Computer's a little slow. Apologies for that. A lot of windows open. Definitely a lot of windows open. Okay, there we go. We're back. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for sharing this, Stephen. Had to share to why smiley face. Good. You're letting Stephen know that you exist, you're there, and you appreciate what he's done. Oh, Zakopane, Poland. This is actually my country. It's a pretty cool picture. Well, I believe there's more beautiful places, but still. So this is just one way to engage with people. You know, you go to what's hot, or another thing is you go to, I like to go to what's hot because these are already people that, you know, have people or pages that have some engagers that you are going to be able to engage with, because you know that, you know, they're postings and, you know, they stay involved and they create value for others, and you're going to be able to provide value for them, and in turn they will provide value for you. So if you go to dashboard, so this was step number 3, you know, engage and reshare stuff from, you know, the what's hot section. And now, oh, this is my dashboard. Okay, actually I meant to do, actually go to home. This is where I'm going. Okay, so the 4th step is engage with your audience. So obviously we have added, oh, actually some people are already adding us back. I see 11 notifications. Added back, also mentioned. So we just got some followers. So actually let's go to this page and show you what had been done. We have about 146, so about, you know, 11 has added us, and, you know, we've created some things. Now what's important is that, you know, we're following 810 people, and do not remove anybody until you get to 5,000. You know, I will talk to you about the, you know, if you're just out here to engage and get some kind of following that you will be able to use for business, you know, you're going to be doing extremely well with this strategy. You know, and make sure to engage with people, and I'll just show you in a second how to do that. But if you're somebody that wants to go to 50, you know, 75, 100,000 followers, you know, whether if it's in the next 12 months or 24 months, definitely the product that Billy and Scott have created will do magic for you, and you're going to be able to find the link on the bottom of this video to get that product for yourself if you'd like. It is $297, but it's by far the best investment you can make. If some of you are not familiar with the article that I am looking to find right now, that actually has been posted by Business Insider. Just a quick note why I am so passionate about Google Plus right now. I've had a Facebook fan page for about, I think, 5-6 months, and it's on Facebook right now. It's so tough since the Facebook screwed lots of online retailers just in time for the holidays. So on December 20th, this was actually posted, but on December 2nd, Facebook has published posts announcing a new algorithm change that actually, now comes up for every business on the newsfeed. And to show you what that has actually done for retailers and really anybody that has a fan page. Okay, so then came December 2nd, 2013, the day Facebook made its change to the news feed. Suddenly, all that work went naught. It turns out that the newsfeed tweaked it more than just highlight high-quality news stories. It also totally buried posts from retailers on Facebook. A source from one retailer told us that the company's reach on Facebook declined 40 to 50% after the change. Another source from a different online retailer said that since Facebook's change, her company's posts are getting seen by an 80% smaller audience. Red light, red flag. Now, we've asked several sources close to e-commerce companies about this trend, and almost all said they'd seen the same pattern. Now, let's go a little further down. Okay, here's what's crucial. Okay, other retailers we spoke to emphasized that their actual sales have not declined since Facebook made their change. But each said that they've only been able to maintain sales by increasing the amount of money they spend on Facebook ads. So how do you get a Facebook following? Unless you're a celebrity and everybody Googles for your name, it's almost impossible for you to build a Facebook following on a Facebook fan page without spending any money whatsoever in advertising. And looking at it from an entrepreneurial standpoint, that sucks. And it actually says over here that this isn't the first time Facebook has tweaked the newsfeed to reduce how widely exposed free Facebook brand page posts can get. The first such came about a year ago. It wasn't as drastic as this month's, however. And then on some level, you have to admire what Facebook has done here. It spent years making itself a free and easy place for business to market themselves or sell actual products. Then, as soon as these businesses grew addicted to Facebook's users, Facebook began charging for access to them. So, I'll tell you what, Google Plus is, based on what I have experienced, far more beyond better than Facebook in terms of not only how fast you can, build a following, but the tools that Google Plus provides. But I just won't talk about it. You're gonna see the magic. So, okay, we've engaged with Steven. Now we are going to engage with our followers. What I said, engage with your audience, so the people that you actually follow. So what you will see is, some people, I've added 800 something people, and not all of them have followed me back, which is normal. It's always going to happen. So in order for them to see you, well, you need to engage with them, because some people get a lot of followers and they don't get to, add everybody back. But when you engage with somebody's post, and obviously you make it, authentic, so it's not the same thing said to everybody. Oh, I love this image. Follow me. Don't do that. It has to be something authentic. Like, this is sad and cute at the same time. Oh, poor puppy. Yeah, we know Logan, so we can say something about this. Oh, poor puppy. I hope he didn't have to have the cast on for too long. Boom. I love this image. Great image. Great image. I've done a little bit of, so I always, actually, for some of you that might not know, I'm a published photographer prior to starting my entrepreneurial journey. It's always going to stay a passion of mine, but I'm being honest here, you know, I've done a little bit of photography myself, so I always appreciate great photographs. And it's honest, and it's engaging. This is really cool. I'm not sure if this is, you know, tweaked or anything in terms of Photoshop. Probably it looks like it. Very cool image. Actually, stay away from like maybe capitalizing everything unless it's like your post first line. That's a little bit different, so people know that you're not like a computer system writing. Very cool image. Would love to see this live. Thanks for sharing. This is Debbie. Doobie. Sorry, Doobie. And then I actually will reshare this. Tip to Doobie. There we go. Thank you for the post. And this is just a quick run through on how to engage with your followers. And even though, you know, Doobie maybe hasn't followed me right away because she might be getting a lot of followers, now she will see that, you know, there's a person behind that profile. It's not just a computer system that, you know, generates followers and you know, never engages with them. So this is pretty much how you then, you know, engage with your followers. And the fifth step, you know, when it comes down to already you getting out there and having that some kind of following, you know, start thinking about the type of content you want to create. You know, what I will tell you is you have to focus on really maximum three areas that you want to kind of be known for Google Plus. And mine are, you know, health and fitness. That's just kind of like one area, you know, wellness. Second one is online marketing, lead generation. And third one is network marketing, the network marketing industry. And those are my three things that, you know, I will be strong for. I'm personally going through a body challenge right now. I'll show you guys some of my results through, you know, this is one of my posts. Actually, this post has my body challenge, so I'll show you. This is recently started, you know, sharing some of my results, going through a 12-week body challenge, and here are some of my results, you know, after 9 days, and this is my first day, and you know, I'm being genuine. It's just nothing different than Facebook. You definitely want to be genuine, and you know, you want to share what you think it's cool. And this is me headed to a meeting. I said that, you know, a bit of my life. My stocks help me make the world a better place, one meeting at a time. And you know, received some love from the people. And today, actually, made an interview with a friend of mine, Brian Carruthers. It was $1 million mindset interview, a series that I actually have started. Brian is a friend of mine. He been in network marketing for 19 years now and just released his second book, Building an Empire. His previous book sold over 100,000 copies. This is his Bentley, not a loaner. It's paid for. Somebody was saying over here that it's probably a loaner, but anyways, Brian is actually an awesome individual, a friend of mine, and if you would like to listen to the interview, it's right here. tinyurl.com, MDMI, Brian Carruthers. Just go over here or follow me. And I would love to connect with you guys about the product. Plus Mastermind, that's what it's called. Would love to answer any type of questions you might have, because that product gets into the really all the details that you need in order to build a following and really build a following with some clarity. And the clarity I'm talking about is having a audience that is targeted, because I like to always say that you can't sell diapers to kids in college. So you might not be able to promote your product to everybody, but when you find a targeted audience that you can actually market to, well, guess what's going to happen? Your conversions are going to go up, and you're going to have more sales in your business, whatever it is that you promote. So again, this is Dominic Lipinski. I hope you found a lot of value in this training, and if you have any type of questions, shoot me a message, shoot me an email. All the info is below. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you've gotten a lot of value from this, and also if you've gotten an extreme amount of value from this, share this video with anybody that you believe that would make a use out of this training. And whether it's somebody on your team or somebody that a friend, and they want to get on Google Plus and they want to build a following, this is something that they definitely want to pay attention to. So again, make it a great day, and everybody take care.
So when I fly, you fly, we fly together. And when I shine, you shine.